What's going on again, YouTube? Welcome back to the Two Random Dudes show. I'm Rob.
Hey, and that's episode 2 today.
Wait, I totally said I was Rob, and you totally didn't introduce
Episode
yourself.
2. Today is my name, and I'll be going by that for the rest of the episode. You can refer to me as episode 2. And this is my co-host, Rob. And this is the Two Random Dudes show.
Yes.
Episode 2.
Where we talk about two random things, something happening in the world, and something happening in our personal lives. So, I think we should jump right into this video with probably one of the main stories of the world right now. Rio Olympics.
That's the Olympics.
Yeah. Now, unless you've been living under a rock, which maybe some people do.
You could. Patrick.
I guess it's
some
possible.
like that. It's like a thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about SpongeBob.
Under
Anyway, but unless you've been living under a rock,
Patrick's, that's you guys.
you should have heard about all of the controversies, definitely plural, heading into this year's Summer Olympics. Everything from impending athletes getting sick from all the raw sewage in the water, to Zika virus, to all of the political unrest in Rio, to Rio being fucking dangerous. All of these things heading in, all the negative press, and everyone around the world was definitely going to be tuning in to see how the Rio Olympics will go. And I would say so far it's
a catastrophe. No, it's been pretty good.
Now it's been a catastrophe in certain instances. Certain situations I would call it a catastrophe.
There's speckles of catastrophe.
Like this whole situation with the pool being green, the dive pool. I don't know if you all have seen it, but apparently the pool was cleared for divers to dive in, even though it's green. But anyway, I guess let's talk about what's the biggest story about the Olympics right now. This whole very odd, very perplexing Ryan Lochte situation.
Now, we all know Ryan Lochte probably has Down syndrome.
No, we don't want to say that.
I'm saying that. Rob might not agree with me.
Yeah, hey, so if y'all want to attack somebody.
I did it. Angry comments at me. We all know this. They probably go to the same pool party as him and Donald Trump hanging out together with eating pennies and shit.
Hey,
anyways.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it. A few days ago, a headline surfaced that said that Ryan Lochte and some of his teammates had been robbed at gunpoint. Damn. Now, I don't know if it was just me, but as I'm starting to read the details of the story, I'm getting a sense that something just wasn't quite adding up. Now, I didn't make any posts about it on any of my social media because I felt like as the days progressed, we were going to be getting more information.
You would hope. Yeah.
You
would think that they would finally follow up on this incredible story.
Yeah, and literally as the days progressed, we got some news, all right.
Yes, we did.
And the news is pretty much motherfucker lie.
Yeah, because why wouldn't you lie when everything you say is a national headline?
Yeah,
it's a good idea to not say the most stupid shit that you've ever said before. Basically, he was, I think he said he was Superman, and he got shot at, but the bullets got reflected off of his body, and then the guards got killed by the reflected bullets. So that was, I think that was a direct quote from, or I could be wrong. It might have been.
Well, it's maybe something a little bit similar, but not quite as extreme. Basically, him and his buddy teammates just went out and partied just a little bit too hard.
It happens.
Decided to get drunk and
it's the Olympics.
Have a little fun. Sure. Unfortunately, they made some questionable decisions one night when they decided to get pissed drunk, tear down. I think it was the bathroom door of a gas station,
as you do,
and argue with the owner about the gas station about the situation.
He's got second place in all the Olympics, Ryan Lochte.
Didn't he win gold in one? I think it was maybe a relay.
I'd be mad too.
Anyway. So, not realizing that all of this stuff was caught on camera.
Of course.
Which completely altered the nature of his original story, saying that they were robbed at gunpoint.
Because you could see it with your eyes that that's not the thing that happens. What I'm trying to say is, what the fuck, Ryan Lochte? Why would you lie about this old bullshit?
Here's my thing, and this is no disrespect to Ryan Lochte because obviously he's a world-class athlete. However, let's be honest. He made a very Jessica Simpson-esque move after the 2012 Olympics, capitalizing on his stupid. He did, which was very smart. I don't know if it was his idea or his team's idea.
Probably wasn't his idea.
But If you all remember,
he
he had a reality show. I believe it was on E! Being Ryan Lochte, where he was basically on camera just being Ryan Lochte.
The whole time.
Yeah.
What's
That's all it was.
It's surprisingly very entertaining.
Yeah. Now, it's entertaining when it's being filmed for a show.
Sure.
His silly behavior.
But
However,
like
it's not quite as entertaining when you're being silly and creating these magical, fanciful stories and telling them to the press.
Because why?
Because when you're a world-class athlete, I think everything that you say kind of gets taken very seriously.
He's like that drunk guy at the bar who like made these grandiose stories that weren't like exactly true ever.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah.
Now,
I know the president.
to kind of parlay what he's saying into something into something a little bit more serious. Now, here's my biggest issue with this story. Honestly, I really don't give two shits about the story in particular. Yeah, it was really fucked up that he lied and created this whole circus for no reason.
But America.
Which, kind of reeks of a little bit of narcissism, but we'll save that for another time.
That's what we're good at.
My biggest issue is not even Ryan Lochte himself. My biggest issue is the way that certain members of the media are treating this situation. I read an article today that said Ryan Lochte should be forgiven because we all make mistakes.
Okay. He
Now,
should be forgiven because he's a handsome white guy, and we can't get in trouble. I haven't gotten in trouble once in my entire life. I've never gotten pulled over. The one time I did get pulled over, they were like, "Whoops, sorry, it was dark," and they gave me like a chocolate bar. And like, go off on your way and have a good night. So that's my life story, and I know Rob's had a lot of similar circumstances to. Obviously, I'm being facetious. This is
there is an obvious.
This is the same shit the affluenza kid went through.
There's an obvious privilege that certain people, in particular white men, and this is not an attack on white men. This is just the world finally telling you all how things actually work. When you are a white man, you are afforded certain privileges that people of color and women are not afforded. Case in point, the kid who raped the kid from Stanford who raped the girl in the alleyway.
That was so awful.
His entire family was made him, their son, look like the victim.
Yeah.
Never even acknowledged.
His spirit got raped.
Never even acknowledged the woman that he brutalized.
His soul was raped by the court.
And countless news outlets were reporting on the story, talking about his swim times, as if that matters at all.
Yeah, that's important. That's the most important shit ever. That's important. You will never see that when a black person gets arrested. They're not going to talk about how great their fucking track records are at the meet, or how good their 100-meter dash was, or their fucking mile run time. No.
Someone on Twitter who I follow made a very good point, which I think I should share with you all. Just imagine.
With your thinker brains.
Instead of it being Ryan Lochte, can't even say his name.
Doesn't matter.
Instead of it being Ryan Lochte, instead of it having been Ryan Lochte and 3 of his other white swimming teammates, imagine it had been Carmelo Anthony and 3 other members of our men's basketball team who decided to go out and have the same drunken debauchery that night.
I would have got shot for breaking the door.
Just imagine what those headlines would have read like, and imagine how those men would have been treated. Just imagine, because it would have been a stark difference. I think it would have been a stark difference in how.
Some crack on them.
Yeah. Gabby Douglas. Gabby, I love you.
She's a sports steward.
You're the type of amazing that only comes around once in a blue moon. And, it's very unfortunate that you have had to go through certain things that have been wholly unfair and, quite frankly, disgusting. I remember the 2012 Olympics when you had to endure that incredibly sophomoric controversy about your hair that actually came from our own community, which is beyond reprehensible and disgusting to me.
It wasn't our fault this time.
But that's in the past. Unfortunately, you've had to go through some more BS this year. This whole situation of Gabby disrespecting America because she didn't put her hands over her heart during the playing of the national anthem, is the most ridiculous.
Everyone knows that's the sign.
It was literally like they're trying to find anything. Like, we got to be mad at this black girl about something.
That's in the ISIS pamphlet.
We got to be mad about her about something. So now, keep in mind, there have been several other Olympians, maybe another skin color, maybe? Several other Olympians who have also not placed their hand over their heart.
And if it was Ryan Lochte, he probably forgot what side his heart was on.
And yet there has been no controversy about any of them disrespecting America.
You can only disrespect America if you're a black person.
Yeah, I guess so.
Or Hispanic.
On top of the fact that this whole smear campaign to say that Gabby should have adjusted her attitude when she was probably very visibly upset that she was not allowed to qualify for the all-around final and be up on that podium. As we all know, America should have swept gold, silver, and bronze. It should have been Simone, Allie, and Gabby up there. But because of this silly two per country rule that was just instituted before the last Olympics, she was left out. And I find it so interesting that the same people who have the audacity to say that this amazing gold medal winning, groundbreaking gymnast should fix her attitude, when the same people were loving the Michaela Maroney is totally unimpressed meme that circulated in 2012 when she won the silver because she fell during one of her vaults and didn't win when she was a shoo-in. And she was visibly upset. And people were so in love with her upset face that they created a meme about it. So it was okay for Michaela to be upset. Oh no, it's okay for her.
She's safe. She's
but God forbid Gabby be any type of visually upset about her feeling like she was maybe a little bit robbed out of being another
medal. In an elevator, that's terrifying. Nobody wants an angry black woman on TV who's ISIS because she doesn't. I don't even know what. I didn't watch this, but apparently this is a big deal.
It's a very big deal. It's very sad. It really pisses me off
because this is supposed to be the future. Like this is supposed to be 2016.
It's yet another way.
We're still here
to diminish someone and their accomplishments. Like, some of these athletes are 16 years old winning gold medals.
They've done this shit since
like, what the fuck are you doing with your life?
They're running hurdles when they're sperm, and like they've been doing that shit since before they were gametes. And then
these people have dedicated their lives for this moment. And the things that you lazy bum motherfuckers out there who have no jobs and who have nothing else to do all day than to sit on your mom's computer in your grandmother's basement or wherever the fuck you're doing. And just to be hateful for no reason, it really speaks more about you than it does about any of them.
That's the goddamn truth.
And there's been so much magic with these Olympics, like so much black girl magic, so many firsts, like Simone Manuel being the first African American woman to win, not even just a medal in an individual swimming event, but a gold medal.
Kicking ass.
And
probably hanging out with
so much magic that has happened. Simone Biles, who was probably the greatest gymnast who has ever lived, literally slaying the competition. There's so much magic that has happened at this Olympics, and it is so unfortunate to see people who have to focus and try to find something negative to bitch about.
They need that in their life.
It's like my life is miserable.
That's the only happiness that they get because
my life is miserable. I have to pull people down with me. I have to pull people down with me because I'm so fucking sad. Like I have to make everybody mad. Like
everyone sucks.
So
just kill yourself. Save everyone some time.
To all you pieces of shit out there, like in the words of Beyonce, middle fingers up. Next topic.
Yeah, moving on.
Microclimates. Now, you might be saying, what did he just say?
Some big science bullshit word. I know.
Microclimates.
Hang in there.
Now,
we got you.
In the last video, we let you all know that we are recent Los Angeles transplants from North Carolina. Now, anyone who knows anything about North Carolina, or in particular the South, knows that it is a very, very humid climate during the summertime. Now,
humid?
The great thing about humidity, which is almost like an oxymoron, great and humidity.
In the humidity.
The great thing about humidity is that it keeps the temperature fairly constant.
It's even.
It's pretty even. For those of you who do not know, the geography of Los Angeles is very different depending on what part of the city that you're in. We are surrounded by mountains on three sides. Where we live in Hollywood sits in what's called the coastal basin. So most of this part of LA is pretty flat. Just a couple miles north of us, there are mountains. Just a couple miles northwest of us, mountains.
Got some more mountains. There's mountains behind those mountains too.
Yeah.
There's it's a lot of mountains.
Because of the geography of where we live, it creates these really weird microclimates where, depending on what part of the city that you're in, it can feel like you're in totally different worlds. Now, I have many jobs because it's fucking expensive to live here and we got bills to pay.
For sure.
One of my jobs is located in El Segundo, which is a very nice suburban coastal city that sits ironically right next to LAX, the airport.
Very nice.
I work only a couple miles inland from the beach. Very nice community, usually very windy because of the ocean breeze. It is always a solid 10 to 15 degrees cooler there than even just drive 2 miles inland.
2 miles.
And it can feel...
Probably 1 mile. You don't need to go 2. You can probably go 40 feet. It's fucking insane.
And then from there, God forbid you drive another mile inland. It's literally 75 on the beach. Yeah. And it's a fucking 100 degrees 5 miles inland.
You're getting the sunburn over here.
And you're so confused.
You're
like,
a sports jacket on this side.
You literally wake up every day like...
the same day.
You literally wake up every day like, what the fuck am I going to wear today? Depending on where I'm going to be.
It's insane. And I have to bring my backpack with me, because if I don't, I'll never have enough pairs of clothes to get through the day because I don't know what I'm going to need.
You feel like when you're at the beach,
yeah,
even when it's warm, you feel like it's always a little bit chilly because...
It's like Survivor, where they go to this like remote island and then at night it's like -5 degrees, and then during the day it's like 800.
Yeah,
it's like Mars.
This place
I'll fuck that up. Hold on. Mercury, yeah. Mercury, the surface of Mercury,
this place is just weird.
Look it up on Google.
You wake up every day and you literally have to figure out, okay, where will I be located?
You just have
to
accept that you're not.
It's like you have to plan.
You're not gonna know.
You have to plan that, okay, if I'm going to be in 3 totally different areas of the city, if I'm going to be in 3 totally different areas,
that you bring like
then
one of the right
maybe
things.
I need to bring a light jacket with me. Yeah, maybe I need to bring a pair of shorts.
Shorts would be good.
Maybe I need to bust out my thong if it's going to be 120 degrees.
Right, but later that night you might want to have like a parka. I want to have some snow pants just in case if you walk up a mountain too far. Get lifted away by Bigfoot and some shit. There is Bigfoots here. I saw them.
And this is all because of really the lack of humidity here.
Bigfoots.
The lack of humidity here is what really causes these drastic temperature changes. When we moved,
I thought that was going to be like, I thought that was going to be like just solve the problem. I thought we get here and it's just 75 degrees always, all the time. In the summer, it would get to 100. And that was it. And we could dress for that appropriately, but no.
Lies.
This is like every fucking block is its own goddamn biodome. It's insane.
It's like you go from neighborhood to neighborhood and it's like...
It's complete.
Do I need a jacket now? Do I need to take some clothes off? Yeah. It's the strangest, weirdest thing, and maybe people who are from here are used to it, but us being from
like a hat and shit
North Carolina, this is just weird.
It's
all this is weird.
North Carolina is like the most fucked up weather of anyone. It's like that weather. They study that shit in like meteorology school because it's so confusing and unique, and then like so we were like, if that's like the peak of like the worst weather. How can we possibly be confused?
But see, I feel like North Carolina's weird weather though, it's weird on a day-to-day basis, not within the same day basis.
That's true. Yeah, you'll get like hail, the next day you get like a thunderstorm.
Yeah, in North Carolina it's like one day it'll be hot and maybe the next day it'll be...
Sure.
LA is like at 10 a.m. At 10 a.m. it could be 65 degrees. By noon it's 100, and then by midnight that night it's down in the 50s. It's like, what kind of crack is this weather smoking?
The best, and you get really good crack out here. Not that I know firsthand. I know a guy if you want some.
Oh yeah, that's for another video.
That's the next video. So how to find crack, episode 3.
Yeah.
Don't forget.
like and subscribe our shit.
TwoRandomDudes forever.
We'll be back with another one.
Full life.
Peace.
Peace.
Who was gonna get sick from all the shit, literally, in the water?
Banged by Michael Phelps. Banged by Ryan Lochte. Having sex orgies and stuff. That's like some other ones that we can think of. Off of just like random stuff. But yeah, and then women's beach volleyball I'm aware is a thing also.
Anyway,